This is Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Telecom Reseller. And today I'm with Sean Breeden of SkySwitch. Sean, thank you for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me, Doug. I was looking forward to this conversation. Thank you.
Me too. We caught up with SkySwitch the other day, and we were talking about your onboarding process. Today we're going to be talking about basically sort of what the channel experience is. What happens in terms of your ability, if you're a partner of SkySwitch, to to make sales, to retain your customer, to continue that direct customer relationship, and also very importantly the type of pricing and margins and your ability to even access different products and so on. So we're going to get into that in just a second. But John, what is SkySwitch?
Yep. So SkySwitch is a private label hosted PBX, SIP trunking, and unified communication solution. We do not sell direct. We sell strictly through the channel. So MSPs, IT companies, VARs becoming IT integrators, WISPs, security companies looking to add telecom to their portfolio. And then we put them in the business of selling their own private label solution.
So, when we were talking about our podcast today, you made a big thing about you own your customer. You own that relationship. What does that mean?
Yeah, so some people are coming from different walks of life. Meaning, we bring partners on that are out there reselling the likes of an agent model. So you Ring Central as an example, and they're no longer interested in receiving a commission or some sort of stipend. So they start looking around, and they do some research and find out that SkySwitch could be an option. And to me, there are a few things that SkySwitch brings to the table that makes it attractive for the channel. One, which I always say is clear cut. Number one is customer ownership. So our partners own their customers. Their customers sign direct contracts with them. They dictate the longevity of those agreements. So whether it's 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, month to month, or no contract. But at the end of the day, our partners' customers are signing contracts with their logo on it. They own that customer. A close second is it's also our partners. We enable our partners to build a monthly recurring revenue. So as I mentioned, we don't pay a commission. We don't pay a stipend. Our partners are making the difference between cost of goods to whatever they dictate retail is. They can send out payment on the first of the month, 15th, 30th, or every day of the month. But essentially, our partners are billing their customers directly. Their customers are paying them directly. Great way to build a nice monthly recurring revenue. And then last but not least, just from a margin perspective, our partners tend to average around 50 to 70 plus points of margin. The reason why there's such a large delta there is because it really just depends on what our partners are out there, retailing the different services for. If you're located in maybe the Northeast in New York, an unlimited extension might go for $20, $22, where if you're in another geographical location, it could be $30, $35. So it really just depends on, where you're geographically located.
And you were explaining to me that this is kind of granular, that you can make a specific phone be a little less expensive because it's not going to be used that much, that type of thing.
Correct. Yeah. So, a lot of times people are restricted on how they can go to market. Meaning if they're going out and they have a customer that's interested in an insurance company that's interested in 10 phones, they may be only able to sell it one way as an unlimited extension. So for 10 phones, it's $24.99, and that's the way my pricing model works, and that's what the cost is. In our world, our partners can customize things to what the customer actually needs and wants. So they can sell it unlimited, which a lot of people tend to do, but they also have the ability to sell buckets of minutes or metered minutes. Or as you mentioned, maybe there's an insurance company that needs 10 phones. You ask where those phones live. They just happen to say that one phone lives in the kitchenette and then one phone lives in the lobby. Well, as we know, those phones probably won't be used that much. So as the partner can say, those two phones, I'll charge you $9.99. The other 8, I'll charge you $19.99. So again, just kind of being able to customize the pricing depending on where that device lives and how it's going to be used.
Now, I understand you also have like a store that allows people to kind of decide, there's a variety of different types of phones and products and services you can queue up for somebody.
Yeah, so again, another option. Some of our partners come in and they have relationships built with distributors, and that's perfectly fine. But what we've done is we've integrated a store into our platform. So really everything's done from one pane of glass. We call it our dash manager. You can go in there, you can buy phone numbers, you can route those phone numbers, create customers, build users, provision phones, moves, ads, changes. Really, you name it, everything's done under one roof. We've also built in the store that our partners can access. And the store is basically just we have a four hooks into four of the larger distributors across the U.S. Jenny, 888 VoIP,
Hmm.
Teledynamics, and also NTS Direct. So the partner can go in, they can click on a specific phone. Once they click on the model of the phone, it'll show you the quantity from each distributor. They can purchase 10 devices from whatever distributor they would like. Not only can they purchase the devices, they can also provision them during checkout. So go in, buy 10 phones, provision those 10 phones, have them drop shipped on their behalf. And then again, maybe they're on site to do the install, or it's just plug and play. So again, just depends on what the customer's needs and wants are, and how our partners are set up to do that install.
And with all that, with the provisioning all done, and with all the labor saving and no truck roll steps that you're describing there, I understand there's still also an option to do some branding right there and then after.
Yes. Yep. So one option is, and depending on the distributor, they'll sell little nameplates. You can actually put the name of your company on the phone. So instead of seeing, a specific model of a phone, you would see our partner's name, as well as they can configure, put their logo on a screen. So if they're selling somebody a phone with a 6-inch, 8-inch screen, they can just have their logo right in there, right in on the LCD screen. So once they plug it in, not only will they see the name of the company on the actual device itself, once it powers up, they can actually see the logo right on the screen there. So you can really customize things so that you're getting more brand recognition, which is great for a lot of the smaller players in the game.
Yeah, it's super important. Given the fact that and our partners know this well, over time, the people that you might actually need to get that additional demand from might change. People don't necessarily hand off, who we did business with 3 years ago, kind of thing. So those labels really are kind of an important marketing.
Something that's very inexpensive that tends to be very powerful.
Very
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
And then an ongoing relationship every month is the billing. And to go back to that, the billing actually comes from the client.
Yes,
I mean,
correct.
from the
Yeah, the
partner.
billing comes, yep, from the partner. Yeah, so our partner is able to bill their customer directly. Our partners, their customers pay them directly. Which again, it seems like a lot of people nowadays are trying to move to that, one bill with multiple services. So our billing platform can not only bill telecom services, it can bill hardware, it can bill Girl Scout cookies, it can bill lemonade. I mean, you can bill any services you like through the billing platform. So it's all one piece of paper, and the customers and paying you directly. So again, instead of receiving multiple bills from multiple different providers, it's nice to be able to have that flexibility to include all those services, products on one bill, and then have it sent directly to the customer by from the partner.
Well, Sean, I really want to thank you for joining me today and giving us this sort of ongoing tour of SkySwitch. We learned about the onboarding process. Today, we learned about very important issues: billing, margin, the way you're able to keep customer relationship, and the way SkySwitch is endeavoring to help the partners earn a good living in this industry and serve their customers well. Where can we learn more about SkySwitch?
You can go right to skyswitch.com. There's a lot of information on our website. You can submit a form. We can have someone reach out to you from the sales team, walk you through the process, show you the software, what everything looks like. Have a deeper conversation about how all offering may be able to benefit your organization. But yeah, our website would be a good stop for that.
Well, Sean, again, thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I'm looking forward to our next one.
Thank you. Have a nice day.